CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chicken is here. Welcome back to another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we have a huge update. We got HQ 27. We got engravings. We've got squad leaders. What does that even mean? We're going to talk about all that and more. Let's get into it. So, starting off, guys, we've got HQ 27, as we can see right here. HQ 7 is going to bring with us an additional stone storage that can be built. Pretty cool. One singular boom mine can be added. That's the whole update. That you can get HQ 27, you can add one boom mine. The following buildings can be upgraded: quarry, gold storage, statue storage, gunboat, armory, and a quick note that landing craft cannot be upgraded. The following defenses can be upgraded: bunker, sniper tower, machine gun, mortar, cannon, flamethrower, boom cannon, rocket launcher, critter launcher, and shock launcher. As we can see here, these new max level defenses have this beautiful blue steel pad to separate them from the ones that are not max level. I think this will look great on the winter landscape. It looks kind of meh on the grass. All heroes can be upgraded by one level. After the upgrade, bricks, cluster grenade, and Everspark's explosive charges can now be upgraded to level 7. We can take a look at those right now. So it'll do 9,036 damage, 16 shrapnel count, and 904 shrapnel damage. And what was Everspark's? It was the explosive charges. So let's take a quick peek at that. That's not it. If we go to the info, 20,000 initial damage and 11,400 shrapnel damage. So pretty big bonus there. Now, you might be wondering, what is this giant building next to the HQ? This is crazy. This is really cool. I'm actually really excited about this. So this is called the Engraver. So a new building called the Engraver can now be built at HQ 27. The Engraver is used to research engravings, which can be activated to give various bonuses to your troops. So if we take a look at this screen, we can look at the unit info first. So at level 1, 1400 health and 1 engraving slot. And essentially what it does, it uses shards to research new powerful engravings with a unique effect. So these are stats to your troops. So this is really cool. It's like a secondary statue, which is wild. So you can start research to unlock and level up engravings. You can have a limited amount of engravings active at the same time. So as you upgrade, I believe you can get more engraving slots. But if you look here, it's all based on shards. And with these, you can use the 4 different... I think there's only the 4, maybe just for... Oh, no, there's more. So there's different bonuses you can get. Power Surge gives 7% additional gunboat energy for each building destroyed, which is huge. Ordnance, which increases damage for barrage and artillery abilities by 10%, which is crazy. Adrenaline increases your unit's movement and attack speed by 5%. Insulation reduces the duration of inhibiting effects such as stun and freeze on your troops by 5%. Rally boosts your remaining unit's speed by 0.15% each time you lose a unit. Bigger units give more boost. Leech, all units heal themselves, same as Life Leech. Interference slows down enemy defenses by 5%. Sabotage decreases enemy defensive statues' effectiveness. That's pretty cool. So you can actually subtract somebody's ice statues by 5%. That's wild. Decrease the damage per shot of enemy defenses by 40. Damage per shot. So per shot is usually a much smaller number than damage per second, I think. So that's interesting. Intel, your troops gain 5% of the opponent's offensive statue boost. Oh my god. Triage restores 10% of lost units after battle. Great if you don't have instant training. And Alchemy converts 40% of looted construction resources, attempting to balance your stored resources. So that's kind of like the green statue of them. So let's do a red one. And if we speed them up, since we're on the dev build, we're going to go instant. And we claim it. So what does that do? Do we have to pick one or no? It just does this. Okay. Quality increase. Let's continue. So if we go to our engravings, what did that do? Increases damage for barrage and artillery abilities by 10%. So we can activate this. Improve 10. Use 10 research tokens to improve ordnance quality by 1. Okay, so you can improve these by researching them. Researching engravings requires shards. You can start multiple research projects, but the cost increases for each concurrent project. Research is applied to a random engraving. Some engravings have a higher chance to be selected depending on the type of shard used. When research is applied to an unlocked engraving, there is a chance that the quality of the engraving is improved, increasing the engraving's effects. If the quality is not improved, you will receive research tokens instead. These can be used to upgrade an engraving's quality. Okay, so there we go. So yeah, different engravings will have different bonuses and different effects, and then you can speed those up with diamonds, obviously, or you can make them even better by using that on the engravings tab. So it's kind of confusing, but it's pretty cool. So let's see what that got us. So that got us a bunch of different ones. I think they all go in order, it looks like. So increases, so at level 1, so let's go, we've got, what, 786 power? You wish to send 7 power to instantly activate ordnance. Okay, so that's activated. And then we can spend these tokens. I don't even know how many we have here. Oh, we got 1 million of them, so that's good. Thankfully on the dev build. I just want to see what it does when we upgrade it. So 7 out of 7. Engraving is already at max quality. Okay. Okay, so we can see there that it increased the stat by a little bit. So this one we're starting off, sabotage, decrease enemy defensive statues by 5%. So if we max this out, every time it goes up by 2%. So you can use these tokens, which you get from, I believe you get them from everywhere in the game. So that's the engraver. Definitely confusing, but a very cool addition to stat boosts and things like that. Guys, we have a really cool change coming that I can't show you yet. This is not going to come in this update. This is coming next year. This is insane. This is something that a lot of people have kind of talked about and asked about for a long time, but I want to talk to you for a quick second about squad leaders. This is a new feature coming, not right now, in like a year. I don't have anything to show you, but I'm going to tell you here what it is. Squad leaders is a new feature that will eventually be tested both in Warships and on the main base as a special event. Also, just a quick note, the engraver, I believe it only affects stuff in the main island for right now. So squad leaders, the date of the special event will be announced later. The troops in one landing craft are considered a squad. Okay? One squad leader can be attached to one squad, replacing one of the troops in the landing craft. So one troop out of your landing craft becomes like a super troop, basically. Squad leaders have the same troop types as normal troops and can only be attached to the same type of troop as they are. Using them does not cost anything, and they can be freely removed and moved around. Squads that have a squad leader attached have a squad leader icon in the corner of their unit icon. The squad leader is also marked on the battlefield and in landing craft, so it's fairly easy to see. It'll just basically be an extra button, I think, from the sounds of that. Like, you know how you click, what troops you want to go at, it'll have another button, or it'll clearly show which boat holds the squad leader. Squad leaders have their own stats, and most have special abilities. These abilities can only apply to the squad leader or to the squad they're leading. Squad leaders, get this guys, also have access to a squad flare. This works as a normal flare, but only for that squad. If both flares are active, the one deployed last has priority. Squad flare is deployed from the unit icon in the bottom left corner, but only for that squad. The squad flare is deployed from the unit icon in the bottom left corner. So it's a secondary flare, which is honestly so huge and game-changing. I mean, that's something that we've talked about with heroes having their own flare. We've kind of kicked that around quite a bit. But it's really cool, and I cannot wait to show you more. But let's focus on this update and what's actually here. So we also have some bug changes, bug fixes and gameplay changes. So I'm trying to go over the most exciting stuff first. So in terms of gameplay, units will now lose their flag flare target when grabbed by the grappler, which is great. So typically the grappler grabs them, and then they walk towards the flare. Now they're not going to do that. They're going to shoot at the grappler. Battle End ads are now available for Gearheart intermediate stages. More ads in the game, more money in the game, more cool updates like this one. Added top and self buttons to Warship leaderboard to aid in scrolling. This one's super cool. Look at this. I personally love this. So I can't show you because on the dev build there's nobody on the leaderboards, but you can see right here at the bottom there's top and then there's self. How friggin' cool and handy is that? No more endless scrolling while you're trying to play the game. That's a great change. That's a great change because I like to do that all the time. I like to see what the top guys are doing, and kind of follow that path. So, option to disable or enable camera shake added to gameplay options. That's kind of cool, like barrage and stuff. How many times you guys thrown a barrage and you're trying to make the next one perfect, but the screen's bouncing all over the place, right? It's a minor thing, but it's nice. Building suggester UI has been improved. That's this dude down here. So we can see is he a little bit smaller? Honestly, it looks the same to me. So, what is this? Oh, okay. Path of Glory, all that stuff. Yeah, so I mean, that's good. That's good. And all building rebuild times set to 8 seconds. All building rebuild times set to 8 seconds for all levels. Interesting. So next we'll go over the balance changes. Some of these are actually pretty interesting, so make sure you guys stick around for this part. So Scorcher and Mega Scorcher destruction explosion damage reduced by 40%. In the previous update, a bug was fixed that caused explosion damage to always use level 1 values instead of the current level. Fixing this tripled explosion damage on max level. I did not know that, but now they're going to be brought back to normal for a little bit. HQ and Vault store more resources at lower levels. That's good for lower levels. Low-level storages store more resources. Vault upgrade levels moved, level 19 to HQ 20, level 20 to HQ 22. This one's cool. Dr. Kavan's galvanizing presence progression has been smooth. As a result, level 21 value was reduced from 13.6 to 12.4%. So if you guys don't know what that means, if you go into the info, his hero perk, the galvanizing presence, troops healed by the hero have all incoming damage reduced for a short duration. Damage, it's not huge, it's not super noticeable, but they actually made it less, which is less cool. I thought they made it more, but Kavan now unlocks second wind level 5 at level 16. So that's actually 4 warships. So that's actually 4 warships. Basically, because you know how we would always say before, like get Kavan at level 4 and that's his max. Second wind, he now unlocks second wind at level 5, so you got to max out Kavan basically. In warships, Kavan's 4th tier is now level 16 and has second wind level 5. Previously it was 17 and 6. So yep, you got to upgrade him more. Next change, also for warships. In warships, several troops had their intermediate upgrade levels adjusted. Healer, I think they mean medic. Healer, Scorcher, and Cryoneer gained 1 level to their maximum upgrade. So yeah. And we also have, I think we went over most of it, but we also have a couple bug fixes I'll quickly tell you guys about. Not the most exciting, but fixed issues with events not always refreshing correctly. Event sidebar, events that can be completed, such as Cycle of Evil, now have a completed state in the event sidebar. Fix an issue that caused bottle message chains. Fixed taunt, causing situation where hacked buildings were unable to attack. Damage is now shown if a mine is selected during scouting. Explosive drones do not attack shielded targets multiple times. Brick will not start moving after her passive grenade ability if a target is within firing range. Stat bonuses now affect NPC units such as critters and super warriors. That's interesting. Fixed helicopters not facing the target they are firing at. Critter stats are now shown in the critter launcher info page when tapping the critter entry. That's good. Fixed sound effects not playing in Warship's tech tree. Kavan's second wind ability can once again be triggered multiple times without waiting for it to finish. That's amazing. That is huge. That was so... Because how many times is Kavan about to die and you just want to pop off as many abilities as you can? And you can't because you got to wait that second for them to go. Helper will no longer suggest using the submarine if it's being upgraded. So Helper's getting smarter. Errant, and by Helper I think they mean this guy. Errant total bonus text moved to popper when applicable, and correct stats and level are now displayed for hero abilities and info screen while scouting. So pretty huge update. It's supposed to come out anytime this week, so I mean it could be today, it could be tomorrow. But it's really exciting. It's a great update. It's really big. There's a lot of stuff going on. I do apologize. I couldn't show you all the things. I had to talk about it. They only gave us 48 hours for notice for this one, so I wasn't able to get some really cool edits for you guys. So I do apologize for that. They seem to always do that. That's why my sneak peeks are never like super edited, because we don't get them in advance anymore, or I mean as much as we used to years ago. But whatever. As long as you guys get the news, you get to see some of the cool stuff. The engraver is the biggest thing for sure. But I'm super stoked about this update, and I think it's going to be really good for the game. And you guys let me know in the comments. What are you most excited for? What do you like about it? What do you not like about it? Let me know that down below. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you the next one. Chicken is out. Back.